Hey, so today I wanna bring you guys a bit of a different kind of video. Laptops. I actually started working on them not so long ago. I didn't have any experience or knowledge about how to fix or even how to disassemble a laptop to begin with. But a few weeks ago my mom started having an issue with her laptop. It wasn't working properly and it kept having blue screens every week. And then eventually it died. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with it, but when you turn it on, it seems like it's working, the fans are changing their curve, the lights on the peripherals are lit, and the laptop's keyboard is actually working as well. By working, I mean the LEDs are working and you can actually turn stuff like caps lock and Wi-Fi on and off. I tested this laptop multiple ways. I even plugged in an external monitor, keyboard, mouse, battery, without battery, swapped the RAM, storage drive, CPU, but whatever I did, the laptop just wouldn't work. I actually had two laptops with this kind of issue, except that I got the second one to work, and I didn't even film it because I thought it wouldn't work either, but it did, and now I'm sad because I wanted to show you guys the full process, but because that I was unsuccessful on the first one, I just gave up on filming it, but then I actually fixed it. The other laptop was actually way better than this one. This is HP ProBook 4720S. It's really old, but it seems like it was of a really good quality when it was working. But the one I managed to fix was a Dell laptop. It had an i5-7200U, 8 gigs of RAM and a terabyte of 2.5-inch hard drive in it. The hard drive was actually kinda dead. Not that I was gonna leave a hard drive in it, it could only fit one storage drive by the way, and it had no M.2 slots at all. So the only choice that I had was to upgrade it with a 2.5-inch SATA SSD, which is exactly what I did. I changed the thermal paste on it, cleaned it, tested it, and gave it to my mom as a Christmas gift. I even managed to move all the data that I pulled off of the old laptop. She is currently using that new Dell laptop, and from what I understand, she really likes it. It even had some discrete GPU in it. Obviously nothing too amazing, but for a laptop like that, it was basically all that one could ask for. By the way, I never mentioned how I got this second laptop. It was actually given to us by my mom's friend, and the friend said that he didn't want this laptop anymore because it was dead. And he said that even if we managed to fix it, we could keep it, which is exactly what we did. Now that laptop has a second life and it's serving my mom in a good working condition. And in terms of the laptop on the screen, it's pretty much unfixable at this point. I think the motherboard is fried, and in order for me to fix something like that, I would have to learn how to solder, and I would simply need so many tools to even figure out what's wrong that it wouldn't be worth the time and effort. And yes, I'm sad that I couldn't fix it, but as long as my mom's happy and I managed to give her a good laptop, that's honestly all that I can ask for. Moving on, the third laptop that we have to not fix but change the storage drive for is this. Sony VAIO 1st Gen i5 laptop. It belongs to my aunt and it had a 320 gig hard drive in it, which died, so in order to fix it, I gave her a 120 gig SSD and told her that I would give her an upgrade once the one I ordered arrived. Which it did, so let's disassemble this laptop and upgrade it with this brand new 256 gig SATA SSD from Timetech. Initially, I thought that I had to disassemble the whole laptop, but it seems that this particular laptop has its own panel that you can remove and change the storage drive without any extra hassle. I honestly don't understand why other manufacturers don't make laptops like this. Nowadays, most laptops have their CPU soldered to the motherboard, and if you wanna get to the RAM or the storage drive, you have to disassemble the whole damn thing, and then reassemble, and then figure out that something's still wrong with it, and then do it again. You guys see where the issue is, right? Now obviously, this isn't gonna happen every single time, But either way, I'm still learning how to fix laptops, how to change different components on them, and basically understand them as well as I understand desktops. I've been working with desktop hardware for many years now, and I never had enough time to learn laptops as well. But I'm glad I finally did, because as a technician, it's never a bad idea to know a bunch of different stuff. Laptops and desktops are obviously different from each other, but at the same time, they share many similarities, and if you know one really well, it makes it a lot easier to learn the other. And on that note, let's wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna install Windows on this, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.